Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an X return spreads for all of my Libras out there for the month of August. So this is an X return spread for all of my Libras out there for the month of August. Without any further ado, let's jump right in and see what the cards have to say, shall we? Okay. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see for all of my Libras out there. All my Libras out there. Show me cards I need to see for all my Libras out there. What kind of energy are my Libras dealing with during the month of August? What kind of energy are my Libras dealing with during the month of August? Show me cards I need to see. Some cards I need to see. The cards I needed to see. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, so right off the bat, my Libras, we got the Eight of Pentacles. And so what that tells me is that you are working on your money. You got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. So, you know, you're really getting it in. You're really working hard on your Pentacles, getting your money straight. You know, getting a sense of order going on here. So that's right now, that's where your head's at, getting your finances in order. And we have the Ten of Pentacles here. So not only are you working on your finances here, not only are you working on your finances, but you're working on your finances, you're thinking of legacy, you're thinking about the long term of the situation. You want to have a solid foundation as far as your money goes. So like I said before, I really want to stress that mind on your money and money on your mind, that's where you are right now. And in addition here, because you have this, it's like you're at an indecision and an impasse right now in your life. You're kind of like at a point in your life where there's kind of like an indecision, especially in terms of relationships. Because, you know, it seems to me that what you're beginning to realize is that you really need to get yourself together financially, because getting yourself together financially will better give you a solid foundation to be able to make you ready to be in a long-term committed relationship with someone. We got the Sun card here, and that's happiness. That is a happiness a card there. You want to be happy in your situation, and it seems as though right now, especially for the month of August, you really are really dedicated to getting your finances in order, because there's a long-term plan here. That's why you're at an indecision here. Now, with that being said, you want to be happy because not only do you want to be happy here, but we have the Sixth of Wands here, and you want a recognized victory. So it's not good enough. It's not good enough for you to just, you know, get your finances in order here. You want people to recognize and know that, hey, listen, I'm getting myself on point here, because possibly sometime in the past your finances were a little bit raggedy, and that was causing you some stress in the realm of a deep, solid relationship. And I know a lot of people say finances, being financially secure and everything, but you know, when you're in a deep relationship and you start having financial issues, a lot of times something that's really going to make things that much worse is if there are financial difficulties. And so you really want to get your finances in order. That's really what's screaming off of these cards at me. Hit me like a locomotive here. Is letting me know, like, I want to get my finances together, so I can have the assured Four of Pentacles, so I can have the assured success in the relationship department that I need. So right now, your mind is your financial stability will make your romantic situation a lot better, a lot more fulfilling to you. And so that's where we are right now. Now, with that being said, you do have a Now there's a slight love interest here. There's a fire sign individual. Right now it's kind of like in the exploratory phase. Nothing really too serious. Fire sign individual, a Leo and Aries and Sagittarius. So they are. So you got that individual kind of waiting in the wings, kind of waiting in the distance. And you got the Two of Pentacles here. You do believe that you're going to be able to juggle both things at the same time. But you're looking for assured success, so you really, really want to make sure your pentacles are straight and solid before you really decide to dive head first into a potentially serious relationship or long-term relationship. You really want to make sure your money is solid in your mind, because in your mind, that's going to give you a recognized success. So that's where you are right now at this period of time, my Libras. That's where you are. So with that being said, let's see what's going on with your ex. What kind of energy is my Libra's ex dealing with? What kind of energy is my Libra's ex dealing with? What kind of energy is my Libra's ex dealing with? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What kind of energy is my Libra's ex dealing with? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So, my Libras, your ex is also at a place of indecision. They are at an impasse. They're at an impasse in their life right now. Things are kind of stalled with them. They're trying to figure out which direction they want to go. Now, they too, like you, got the Six of Wands. They want a recognized victory. And this recognized victory seems to be in the realm of some sort of they want to recognize victory when it comes in terms of emotional gratification here. They're definitely looking for a recognized victory because it's like they feel like they need a win. The relationship that they were previously in, for them, Devil card. There was some serious toxicity in their mind that they were going through with this particular situation. There was something about the relationship that was not quite right for them. Again, a bondage, addiction, depression. You know, there was something that wasn't quite right for them in their previous relationship. Doesn't necessarily mean you. Could have been someone that happened after you. But at least in their mind, they were dealing with a relationship that was very unhealthy for them. And that caused them to kind of pump the brakes. Put a pause decision. They kind of paused. In terms of, you know, in terms of a relationship, to kind of put things on pause. Because things were kind of getting out of pocket for them. Getting crazy for them. They just got out of a toxic relationship. You know, that's why they need to recognize victory here. And they're looking for justice, looking for the truth. That the justice card popped out. They're looking for some truth here. They're looking for an equal give and take, a balancing situation here. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking to have balance in their life. Now, the good thing about with them kind of putting the brakes on, kind of pausing things a bit, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune popped up here. So the wheels of fortune are definitely moving in their favor, for sure. So that is, you know, they look like they're going to have some good things on the horizon for them coming up, and during the month of August for sure. And we have a Queen of Pentacles, which is an Earth sign individual, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Again, this is a very down-to-earth, grounded energy, very nurturing energy, the very motherly energy. And it looks like this person, you know, is going to provide for them the grounding and the nurturing that they need to kind of get their confidence back, to kind of get them back in a proper headspace, to get them back on their feet again. Now, we have the Eight of Swords here. Now, they feel like, Eight of Swords, there's still a sense of them feeling a sense of powerlessness. The feeling that they have their hands tied behind their back, possibly because, again, of the toxic relationship that they feel that they just got out of. And that's why they need to recognize victories. They feel like their hands are tied. However, it does appear that there is an opportunity for Four of Wands for a long-term committed relationship with this earth sign individual, even though they may feel trapped right now, and they're in their own mind. It looks like that there definitely is going to be some light at the end of the tunnel for them in the near future. So with all that being said, let's see, what are the chances of you and your ex getting back together? What are the chances of Libras of them getting back together with the ex? What are the chances of Libras getting back with the ex? Show me cards I need to see. 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 Show me cards I need. Ooh, to see. All right. So let's just put this bad boy right out here right now. Okay. So here we go. Right off the bat here, we have the Ace of Swords. So that is a removal of blockages, and that is mental clarity. So there is a sense of mental clarity. All of this stuff has been wiped away. All has been cleaned up. So there's a sense of mental clarity, like, okay, so this is where we're at. This is where we really stand with each other. That's that type of energy, that type of vibe going on right now. In addition here, we got the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is like a very logical energy that pretty much tells it like it is. It's like, okay, you know, it wipes away the bullshit. It's like, okay, so this is where we're at. This is what we're dealing with here. This is who you are. This is who I am. So that's where we're at here. Finally here, we got the Seven of Swords. So there was some sneaky behavior going on. Or someone felt as though there was some sneaky behavior going on. And so because of that sneaky behavior, like I said, there was like, there seems to be this eureka moment. There is oh, okay, this is where I am. This is where you're at. This is how you feel. This is how I feel. So there's like this truthful moment from you two here. And it's highly possible that the devil, again, this toxic individual, in their mind at least, was quite possibly, they feel like it was you, because you decided to really dig down deep and really, really work on your pentacles. And that, you know, and to them, that there was a sense of, there's quite possibly this sense of them feeling like they, you know, they really were on an uneven playing field in the relationship, okay? And since there is a mental clarity now about the situation, where the confusion is removed, and pretty much is being revealed to be what it is, like it is. And so that has put them at a sense of, okay, now we know where we stand. Again, there's a sense of there was some sneaky behavior that's taking place as a result of this. Maybe there was a sense of, since you're working on your pentacles, you were engaged in some sneaky activity, or maybe on the opposite end of that situation, you felt as though they weren't really understanding where you were coming from. So, you know, maybe you feel like they engaged in some sneaky behavior. Whatever the case may be, I think it's highly unlikely that you guys are going to get back together at the end of this month. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling very strong, and that's what I'm seeing. There's a lot of miscommunication here, a lot of misunderstanding, and a lot of hardcore grounded in belief systems of this person feeling this way and that person feeling that way. And right now there just seems to be this butting of heads that's not really going to make the pendulum move one way or the other. So with that being said, before I shut this thing down, let's see if the spirits have any additional information they want to add before I shut this thing down. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Spirits, if there's any additional information you want to bestow upon me before I shut this thing down. Wow, that's okay. So right off the bat, we got moderation. Moderation in the sense of balance. There needs to definitely be, in any relationship, there needs to be a sense of balance, a sense of give and take. There definitely needs to be a sense of give and take. And what Spirit wants to say is that there definitely appears to be this situation definitely appears to be imbalanced at the moment. The relationship itself was imbalanced, and things need to be imbalanced, need to have moderation in the situation. In addition, we have the alchemy cards, one of my favorite oracle cards, and this means a transmutation, changing from one thing to the other. So again, maybe in the beginning you guys started a relationship, you were in a particular place, they were in a particular place, but over the period of time there was a sense of change. You can even say maybe a sense of growth, whereas though you started out one way, or they started out one way, and because of events that happened, you guys began to change into something else. And quite possibly doing this changing from one thing to the next, you could have ended up growing apart. And then you got to find your way back together, if that's in the cards for you guys to find your way back to each other. And finally here, the final card here is renewal. And again, with this sense of renewal, the energy that's really coming off you, concentrating, working really heavily on your pentacles, wanting to recognize victory when it comes to your pentacles, getting your financial situation pretty straight and pretty solid. Really reinvesting that energy within yourself, wanting to ensure success. So that's how that's coming off to me, a sense of renewal, or a sense of renewal, a recalibration of your priorities. Seems to be where this thing is, and then because of the recalibration of your priorities in your life, that kind of caused you guys to kind of drift apart. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling here, that's what I'm seeing. Again, I hope you guys liked this reading. It was a general reading. Of course, if you want to get something a little bit more specific to your situation, please feel free to get a personal reading. Even if you didn't, feel free to get a personal reading so we can concentrate maybe more specifically on your particular situation. Again, hope you guys like, share, subscribe. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.